Hey guys, welcome back to part 14. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna try and swing pressure spike on the guy in mortar. Okay. Which ones did I do? Pretty sure I did this one. I forgot which one I did. That's amazing. So I'm gonna have to figure out what the hell I'm gonna be doing. I'll do this one.
Just can't get enough of that good home cooking, can he? We've all got stories worth telling. Kid ain't the only one.
Okay, let's see what I can do. God, I love music.
What's he thinking? Well, let me see if I got this straight. I only heard it once. Once there was a normal Ura girl, but she wasn't born in the Tassel terminals like the rest of her people. She was from Celandia. Her folks were orphaned in the war, taken in and raised inside the city, on condition they would never return to the terminals. Ura refugees who came into the city had to stay for life. It was a way to reduce the risk of city secrets leaking out. Her mama passed away from birthing complications, leaving the girl trapped inside that city with no one but her father. Her father was sharper than a brusher's pike, so he got a job working for the city's mancers. His daughter barely saw him. Her father told her nothing of her Ura heritage. He told her nothing of the mancers. It's for your own good, he said.
For your own good. It's for your own good. They always say it's for your own good. And it never is.
She took to studying the arts, learned more through music than history books, gained a knack for strings and songs.
I have a feeling one of my series, like almost every single one of my series, will have something called, episode named Acts.
At first, she tried to be like other girls, but her classmates spread word that her father was an Ura trader, selling out the city. One young man stood up for her, or so he led her to believe. He knew much of her heritage, and she grew fond of him. The young man convinced her to take him to her family den to meet her father. Spoke of how he wanted to meet a man from the terminals. When the young man greeted her father in the Ura's native language, her father flew into a fit of rage and threw them out. The young man never told her that the Ura's native language is not to be used by foreigners. To do so is a terrible insult.
Oh god. Fuck those birds, man. So sick and tired of those birds.
It was then that she decided to escape. The two of them could flee the city together and go to the Tassel terminals. They would hide inside a garbage bin until it got ingested by a scumbag, then let him slosh on out of the city for disposal. The plan almost succeeded. But the authorities were already there when that scumbag sidled up to the city walls. The young man had sent the authorities a tip. Told him her father was using her to sell secrets to the Tassel terminals. She and her father were arrested for treason, but her father got a deal. Returned to work for the Mansers, and she'd go free. Before they parted ways for the last time, her father whispered a desperate plea. Hurry home to the den and lock yourself in.
So much health.
She did as she was told, and deep down underground inside that den, she found a journal written in her father's hand. The next day, the door to the den turned to ash. The girl came up for air, and she saw the calamity all around her.
Okay, cool. Done.
When the kid wakes up, his world's still in pieces, just the way he left it.
That's a... yeah. I need 2K for that, eh? I mean, I'm definitely getting the ignores armor, because we're just maybe plow through some enemies. I forgot which was the other one. Hold on. 1 second. Alright guys, okay, I'm back. figured it out to be the bedroll next. No, I'll give it the combo I got.
It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened.
Yeah, because I did the pipe first. So I was thinking, I was trying to remember if I was doing them in order.
Zulf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again, for the last time.
For the last time. That's strange. The music is just amazing. Like, has anybody told Darren more about how this music sounds?
They met on the worst day of Zulf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away. It wasn't the first time Zulf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him. He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tazal terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylonian missionary living there. He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zulf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy. When the missionary passed away, Zulf promised to continue his work to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylondia.
I don't know why. I just need time to get Ow.
Zulf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen, and listen they did. He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people. However, Zulf felt he could only do so much in the Tazal terminals. He needed Ceylondia to know the Ura had changed. He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land. The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zulf saw the rippling walls on the horizon. He endeared himself to city folk straight away, and in turn he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular. This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zulf. She told him she knew all the city's best-kept secrets. The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zulf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Ceylandian style.
I don't think I'm gonna win this time around.
He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all.
I'm gonna hide over here.
It's all right.
Need you to die.
He woke up alone underground inside the Ura Ceylandian War Memorial, built like an Ura den. But something was wrong. He emerged from that hole in the ground into a waking nightmare. Everything that wasn't gone was twisted upside down.
I am insulted. Actually, I'm not insulted. I didn't want to lose, so I don't have to fucking do it. Sometimes I forget this game.
The world was frozen, air thick with ash. What few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray
down for a second. Oh, annoying. Bummer. Thanks, excessive range and damage. Okay, the other guys might get here. What makes you guys?
He found his wife-to-be asleep inside her home, but when he reached out to her, she joined with all the ashes in the sky.
Fuck was that guy? Who the fuck is that? Are you in my final challenge?
That story don't end well anyway.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, well, you get the gist of Zulf's story. Basically, the calamity ruined his life like everybody else's, and then he finds out that the Solandians are the ones who built it. And I'm not gonna redo it, because I'm not that much of a completionist. How much shards do I have? Of course, I didn't keep all the pieces I had either. Anyways, thank you guys for watching part 14. The next part will be the last one. I will go do the Tassel Terminal. Oh, early morning recording, so tired. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next part.